Hello. We're in the control room of the Swift TV outside broadcast unit. I'm not normally allowed in here. But we're going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at what goes on in the making of a carnival video.
The question that people ask most of all is, how do we survive the extremes of the carnival weather? Well, take tonight, for instance. It's a very, very windy night, and without the aerodynamic protection of the module we're in, we wouldn't be able to work. Would we, Brian?
Well, yes, that's right, Mum. Without protection from the elements, you see, you wouldn't be able to hear what I'm saying.
Thank you, Brian. Oh. Do you know, the carnival takes place very early in November, and it can get really cold. I mean, you're sitting in the comfort of your living room. You don't appreciate just how cold it can be. We would be unable to work if it wasn't for the fact that we've got the very latest heaters and blowers in the module. Isn't that right, Brian?
I can't close my eyes.
Has anyone got a blanket? Do you know, the November carnivals bring with them another problem, and that's the early evening mist. Without the high-tech TX monitors that we've got in front of us, well, we wouldn't be able to see anything. But fortunately, we can see just as clearly as you can at home. Isn't that right, Brian? Brian?
Was that gremlins? That's impressive, isn't it?
The greatest enemy of all the elements is rain. Not only for the people taking part in the procession and the crowds, but also for us, the commentators, because there is the element of danger.
This could be a disaster if the rain got in. I mean, with all this electrical equipment around, it could be really dangerous.
Oh dear. Just a minute, Brian. I can see the problem. There's a build-up of rain in the roof. Hang on.
Oh no! Yes!
Oh, just not your night, is it, Brian? But there, I hope you enjoy the carnival. And I hope you enjoy the carnival with us. Sit back, relax, and let's watch the carnivals.
As always, at the beginning of each Somerset Carnival, we have the pleasure in seeing the Somerset and Avon Constabulary horses, and we're going to try and get a nice little shot. Here's the guy on the horse, but we're more interested in the horse, so we can get a little shot back, because they are always magnificently turned out. They're such wonderful animals, they are. It's for all our horse-loving friends, and they write in and say, let's see the police horses. There they are. Steady there, boy. He's as excited as I am. We're now going to look at the Midsummer Norton Marching Band, and they have the honour of leading the North Petherton Carnival. Just sit back and just have a good look and listen to these. They're under the direction of bandmaster John Hansford. There we go, that was the Midsummer Norton Marching Band. It's accompanied by their pom-pom girls and their flag wavers, all part of the organisation.
A professional video is made, recently made of the carnival. Information on how to acquire the video is on the inside of the back page of the program, on sale here tonight.
Thank you. That says it all. That's the first of the very essential collecting floats, the North Petherton Carnival official collection float. Last year they collected £18,000. £11,000 went back into Carnival as prize money, and the £7,000 was distributed between charities. Hi, the fire engine. We're very pleased to say they did a great job of sorting Brian Epps out and cleaning him up and putting the fire out. Good to see you back with us, Brian.
Well, thanks, Malcolm. It's great to be here at North Petherton. It's North Petherton's big night, of course, and I'm pleased to say I'm all been put back together again now, and it was great fun doing that, I must say.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you enjoy the carnival with us. And here's the very first entrant. It's the High Rollers Carnival Club. They're based in Bridgewater, and they're a Pirate's Pleasure. They didn't enter last year, but they're in it now. It's a young entry, and they're going to enjoy themselves. Ha ha. The music you can hear, I'm late, that's the song of the float, but it's not the song of the North Petherton Carnival, because they are absolutely on time. We're looking at Alice in Wonderland, and they're from the Toppers Juvenile Carnival Club, based right here in North Petherton, and there's some lovely looking little kids on there. Beautiful Alice. And all the characters from the very famous Walt Disney film. There's Tweedledum. The cards that came to life, the Queen of Hearts cards, wasn't it? Off with her head, they said.
That's a very colourful juvenile entry, isn't it? This for a local entry, and for North Petherton.
Yes, I say thank you. Sorry for interrupting you, Brian.
Right.
Big thank you there to Jean Kirk for designing and making the costumes, and to Barbara Willis for helping her. Right on now to the 1815 from Waterloo. That's the name of this entrant. It's a little Mickey take of the Channel Tunnel. The tunnel sprung a leak, so it's closed. There's a lady cleaning up the tunnel underneath. You can see the frogmen and the flippers, and the Channel shuttle underneath, and the boat on the top. There we are.
Highly topical, of course, and it's a good bit of fun, isn't it? Terrific.
Rule Britannia. The 1815 from Waterloo. The club captain and designer, Paul Stevenson, and there's his rocket. Oh, woo. And then I say thank you to the costumes, to Kathleen and Shirley White. Right on now to the Brown Strolls Carnival Club, and their presentation is Beauty and the Beast. They varied themselves from different carnivals. Some carnivals they're tableau, some carnivals they're feature. Tonight they've chosen to go on feature. And there's their interpretation of it's Disney, isn't it? Disney film, Beauty and the Beast.
That's right, Beauty and the Beast is a Disney film indeed. They've been 14 years in Carnival, and they'd like to thank Trevor Brown, who's the designer and model maker for this entry.
Plenty of music there.
Plenty of music.
Excellent costumes there.
Really
excellent
good headdresses there. Tremendous.
Yeah, excellent.
Yep.
Excellent. Well done. That's good from the Brown Strolls Carnival Club. All the way from Chard. The Waterside Carnival Club's Mardi Gras, but in front of them there's a couple of single walkers we're going to try and pick up now. There we are, Brian. Who are they?
Well, as far as I know, this is the Whatsits Carnival Club from Chard, and this is Anthony and Cleopatra.
Yes, very
There
good.
they
We're
were.
going back to the Mardi Gras from the Waterside Carnival Club of Midsummer Norton. This is what it's all about, bringing us a little bit of warmth, splendor of Rio and the South American Mardi Gras Carnival.
Oh, yeah, and the music's terrific. Gloria Estefan couldn't be anything better to really get you going.
She'll get me going. I know she will. get me into trouble.
Some really good choreography on this car too. The girls are working well.
And they're enjoying themselves. Woo! And I hope you're going to enjoy yourself, enjoy watching the carnival with us, seeing if you can pick the winner. All the winners will be at the end in the credits, so just judge and then see if you can pick them out. Who's this, Brian?
This is Elizabeth Day, and she's Miss Christmas.
So she is.
She comes from North Petherton, so she's a local entry. Good for her.
And she's all in tinsel and...
Sparkling away.
Yes. The Majestic Carnival Club, it's the next entrant, and it's Aladdination. Yeah, they're based at the Royal British Legion in Taunton. And it's their interpretation of Aladdin, the Aladdin theme.
Yeah. They've also got, they say, a 5-year-old called Kirsty Hembrow, who has walked every carnival route with the float and kept everybody laughing and smiling. Wow. Good for Kirsty.
Excellent makeup, Brian. Excellent costumes. Very, very good entry from the Majestics.
Yeah, you've really got to get the makeup right on these tableaus. It is so important.
From one carnival traditional, when you say Christmas entry for kids, to a kids entry, Hillview Juvenile Carnival Club from Burnham-on-Sea, and their entry this year is the Toyland Express with good old Thomas and all the rest of the characters we know. Pinocchio, Big Ears, Loopy Loo at the front, a couple of clowns, some gollywogs.
They've been in Carnival for 21 years. That's a long time for a junior club, and they obviously keep their members coming through, and that's very good. And presumably they'll go on to bigger and better things in the senior ranks too.
One after another they're coming. Is really going well this evening. This is a local club from North Petherton, I believe, and I know it is. It's the very, very famous Zigzag Carnival Club, and their presentation, a touch of Spanish, and these kids are really, really good. The costumes, the choreography, the lighting, it really is. It's as good as the biggest of all entries.
This is really tremendous, and they've had some misfortune because on Thursday night they had 2 amplifiers stolen from the carnival cart, and they'd like to say a big thank you to John Thorne of Gremlins to helping them out, and to Nick Tiller, a musician who cancelled his gig in Bristol tonight for the loan of their amplifiers, and without their help they wouldn't have any music, so that's fantastic.
Yep, and the music's just come on and they've just started doing their dance, and they've just moved away from us. Okay, we're going on now with the Buccaneers Carnival Club and their presentation. And this year their presentation, we can see it there, and it's called A Penny Arcade 1994.
Bit of the old knees up there, can't be bad.
You don't get much for a penny in an arcade these days, do you?
Absolutely nothing.
That's a good lively entrant. They'd like to say a special thank you to Tauntomatics for the hire of their, or for the loan of their gaming machines. You can see them there. This is the Streamers Carnival Club, Aladdin's Flight. Aladdin again. You're going to see a lot of Aladdin.
Yes, there's very much an Eastern flavour, isn't there, in tonight's carnival?
Now she just started doing it. These are very, very young, aren't they? They're from Ilminster. This must be the youngest collective age of any carnival. There can't be anybody there over 7.
Tremendous, though. There's some very good makeup on that as well. There was a lovely lion's head in the beginning, or a tiger's head. Nicely painted generator too.
Yes, very, very good. Here's a guy we all know very, very well. He's related to you somewhere, Brian, isn't he? George Brinicum.
Not sure, I think he's got everyone's fantasy there somewhere.
Yes, look at him. He's a great character. He used to walk around with his 2 dogs, but the dogs now, they're not allowed in carnival. You can't bring animals into the carnival. That's good old George Brinicum. Does a lot of work for charities. Chameleon Carnival Club. They're based at Frome, and they're Rhyming Stars, a child's vision. And this is a child's vision of the signs of the zodiac, and we'll try and bring them out if we can. The fisher, who's the little fisher? The water carrier.
It's Pisces, isn't it?
That's
the
right.
Fish.
The twins were Jack and Jill.
Well, they all come from children's stories or nursery rhymes.
Libra there, that one there is actually Taurus. At the back is Neptune. It's how a child would imagine this, the signs of the zodiac.
On your screen now is Brian Gray, who is the star archer. There he is. This is very novel. And he's got the back end there with his number on, and he's really doing well. It's a half man, half horse.
There's the inspiration from the star sign Sagittarius. Number 15 we have. We look in the program. Do we know who number 15?
Yep, it's Arnie's. It's Arnie's Carnival Club from Taunton.
And number 16 is following. That's part of Arnie's as well.
That's right, yeah.
Tell me all about Arnie's.
Well, basically, this is based on the Venetian carnival costumes, and Lisa Arnie made these, and there is a very famous one, apparently. He looks a bit like Salieri to me from the film Amadeus. But Lisa Arnie has a pen pal who has given them inspiration for this.
On to another of the giant floats now, the Aldenville Carnival Club from Ilminster, and their entry this year is the Dragon's Quest.
I must tell you that before we started tonight, Robin Pike came up to see me and he said, "Thanks for making my dream come true." And his dream was that he actually designed this cart, and as it's his last year in Carnival, he's going to get married, he says, in a couple of years. And this is his last year. He'd like to say a very, very big thank you to everyone. So, well done, Robin.
Yep. And it's an excellent entry. Look at the models. Choreography's good. The lighting is all working tonight. Great makeup. Like kabuki, isn't it? Kabuki.
Yep. Very much so. Well-known Japanese theatre. Superb music, too. This is Brasilia by Genesis.
Excellent, excellent entry. They can be very, very proud of that. They'd like to give a special mention to Tim Lloyd, Keith Fairley, Dave Phillips, Ashley Bryce, Duncan and Stuart Roll. They all did essential work there. Thank you all very, very much. And out of the walking entries now, and this is
Spangles
Carnival Club. Yep.
This is called Heart of Wonderland.
Oh, it's Alice again. Another little Alice, look. The rabbit. Guy with stick. There's the Queen of Hearts. Look at good makeup on that, Brian. Look,
yeah, tremendous.
Her makeup was all the size the playing cards. Her eyes were little and thingies and thingies. Where is she? Her eyes are diamond. Her lips are hearts. There's a club in a spade there. Excellent. Very imaginative, as is this, the Dolphins Carnival Club from Baldensburg and the Chinese Way. More treasures of the Orient.
Yes, very much Oriental night tonight, I think you'll find.
Yeah, they're based at the Greyhound Inn, and the cart designer was Tony Newport, and the costumes by Julie Flace and Sue Adams. Very good.
Music, The Chinese Way by Level 42, of course.
Sam Vantra, the giants of the walking clubs. They're from Chapman Slade, and their entry this year is Vanity.
Isn't this a tremendous idea? It really is so original.
It's all the ornaments and trinkets you find on a lady's dressing table. Like the jewels, the gold charms, ring fingers, you know, that you put your diamond rings on. And excellent, excellent. Where's Ma?
Really good.
Yes, great entry. Well, our lights are lighting these up, but as you can see from the light bulbs behind, they've lost their power. The generator power has gone down. It's very, very unfortunate. But in a true spirit of Carnival, they're carrying on. They're still enjoying themselves, going round. And it's the Commercial Carnival Club from Bridgewater. It's the first of the comic entries, and they're World Cup crazy. Taking us back to those splendid days in June when the World Cup was there in America. Everyone in world football was there, but England, I still can't get over that.
Yeah, it's a shame the lights went out for England as well, didn't they? Never mind.
Oh, they sure did, Brian. But they'll be back, and England will be back.
Certainly will.
Commercial Carnival Club TV. The Jokers Carnival Club from Ilminster, and their inspirational walking entry, I'm a nut, and we're going to identify all the nuts that we can. First of all, I can see 3 packets of peanuts. The guy there in the plane is a wing nut. There's our pistachios, our Cape peanuts, and our other peanuts, 3 packets of nuts. There's a whole nut. A nut case is over there. There's a walnut, a ginger nut. What's this big green one?
I don't know, to be honest.
That's a walnut.
That's a walnut, definitely a walnut there, yeah.
That's a chestnut there.
Yes, definitely a chestnut.
Definitely. There's a monkey nut. That's the chestnut, and just behind is the monkey nut. Very good. There's a children's entry there as well. Number 32. Do we know number 32? That's a nun. We've got the nun.
Yeah. And that's Philip Hutter from Bridgewater. Then,
yes, it is. And these are some children's ones. This is the Jungle Book, number 34. And they're brought to you, the Jungle Book, all the characters from the Jungle Book. And this is brought to you by the Rainbows. Yes. From the Rebels Retreat. From Ilminster with their entry this year, the inspired by the Fred Flintstone movie, Bedlam at Bedrock, I think this is called.
Welcome to Bedrock.
Yabba dabba doo.
Might I say, just a typical sort of young farmers entry, but they really have good fun when they do these sort of things.
There's Mrs. Flintstone, Wilma. It's a dog called Dino, wasn't it?
That's right.
Well, that was the dinosaur Dino.
Dino was I've actually met Wilma. Did you know that?
Well, I don't doubt anything.
I have. This is Martin Allen, and he is the walk on the wild side. This is a bird of prey on the attack.
So it is, on his head. The golden age of rock and roll. This is coming on now. This is the next entrance. This is getting a lot of cheering here. This must be somebody must know these. It's a child's entry. We'll try and identify it here.
They are in fact from Trowbridge in Wiltshire.
St. Thomas's Trolls.
St. Thomas Trolls.
The golden age of rock and roll by the St. Thomas Trolls. They're rocking gators.
Lots of crocs.
The golden age of crock and roll. That's what it is. Crock and roll, not rock and roll.
Oh, crock and roll.
Probably would have known that, really. Another of the walking entries coming up here. And Man with Monkey. It's Lynn Tutty. No, it's not.
No, it's Marion Armour, Knight with the Stars. And there he is. There's a knight and there's the stars.
Yes, inspirational. The Pentathlon Carnival Club. The Pentathlon, the Giants of Carnival. Here they are. Their entry this year is based on the Aladdin theme, and it really is truly magnificent. We're going to go into it, see if we can not only pick up the lovely ladies, but the superb models, the positioning out there. Look at that. Splendid, isn't it?
Absolutely superb. I think he's managed to capture the whole of the cartoon colours as well. the liveliness of everything about it is tremendous.
Yes, we want to go back and pick up a few of the models if we can. I don't know about camera. There we go. That's the big elephant with Aladdin stood on his trunk. You can see some of the splendor of the costumes. What a great horse. The model's made by the king of model makers, Mr. Rex Ball. The music from the film soundtrack Aladdin, of course. We're going to hang on as long as we can with that one. We're going back now to entry number 26.
This is Sharon Allen with Remember, Remember.
And that's what it's all about, the 5th of November, which is this evening.
That's right.
Gunpowder, treason and plot, isn't it?
You got it.
Another Aladdin entry. This is a moving musical one, and this is from the Starlight Club of Ilminster, and it's the magic of Aladdin. Same idea, different interpretation. See, there's room for it. In any carnival, there's room for many, many different interpretations.
They'd like to have a special mention to Pete Lee, Colin, the landlord of the pub, and all friends of the club. And Colin's given an instruction to keep polishing the trophies.
Yes, that's at the Lord Nelson at Ilminster, of course.
That's right.
They're moving to the rhythm, different music. Oh, some it's high by the time frequency. That's the music. Good, very, very lively. Beautifully lit, beautifully choreographed. Are they on their way to a winner? I hope so, for your sake. Starlight Carnival Club from Ilminster. The Pirates Carnival Club from Weston-super-Mare. And another Aladdin. Oh, how many more Aladdins can you say? Another different interpretation again.
Well, I wouldn't like to bet on not seeing a few others, would you?
No, it's a big movie. People get their inspiration from all sorts of things, and the cinema plays a large part in that. The music, again, a different choice of music. Fantasy by Time Machine. I think I've said that before. Thanks to Bunny Fear, who will be 70 on 13th of November. She made the costumes. Also Liz Webb, who helped to finish them. What on you two? A musical masquerader.
Yeah, this is Adam Kelly from Taunton.
Very good. Number 40. Do we know who number 40 is?
Yes, we do. Yeah, that's Jolly Jellyfish.
Oh, so it is.
Ian Kelly from
Not so
Taunton.
jolly
There
when you
is
step on them, are they?
No, well, get them in the water. There's tons of them around in the summer. Can be very dangerous little things. But that's really good.
This is the Renegades Carnival Club. Make no mistake about it, the Renegades Carnival Club, and I've been severely told off for calling them by the wrong name. The Renegades will live forever. Renegades. All right, I've been forced to say this several times. Their entry this year, Showboat Showtime, presented by the Renegades. Good one, Brian.
Oh, this is terrific, yeah. I think Renegades have really got a winner with this one. They have done so well. And it's all action, all go, plenty of life and colour. Tremendous.
Oh, yes. Play that banjo, lady. It's Showboat Showtime. The old big paddle wheels from the paddle steamer. And closely following the Renegades are the Renegades' little kiddies. And we'll see them. There they are. And that's the Renegade Juveniles. They're called something or other, but we can't spot their number now. But we'll get them to give us a big smile and a big wave. As most of them are Sally Williams' dance troupe.
That's right. It's called Circus Comes to Town.
Speaks for itself, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Choreographed by the legendary
Sally Williams. Come Fly With Me is
Any
the title
day.
of this. And it's Tracy Cook from Wincanton.
Good little butterfly fantasy. You know, I knew her when she was a caterpillar. Orientasia.
It's the 1+1 Carnival Club from Ilminster. They'd like to make a special mention to Jane for the brilliant artwork.
Yeah, and the writing in the roof, we can't see it, but it actually said the writing in the roof is, "This is the year of the dog." Okay, so that's why there's lots of dogs spinning around on the wheel. Good entry, that. Very colourful.
Excellent.
Number 51, Claire Parker, I believe.
That's right. Fusion of the elements.
This is the depiction of all the elements that we're known to man. Earth, wind, fire, and natural dry from Taunton Cider.
And that's Andrew Parker there in your picture.
And he's Bill and Ben and good old Weed.
That's right, Little Weed and the Flower Pot Men.
The most famous dancing studio in the world doesn't feature people, it dances with horses. The Pride of Vienna. This is the Lipizzaner horses of the Spanish riding school of Vienna in Austria. World famous. And this is brought to you by the Luckington Carnival Club from Bath. We remember Luckington Carnival Club with their original entries a few years ago. They did brass ornaments on the mantelpiece, and one that's still talked about now, a ship in a bottle.
The ship in the bottle,
that
yeah.
Truly was great.
Never to be forgotten.
Moving on now, we go on to the Bridgewater Colts Carnival Club, and it's an Egyptian dream based on the Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat idea, and the music is actually the mega mix from Joseph.
Still a very popular West End show, and the kids enjoying themselves.
That's good to see. Good to see it, kids up and dancing. Look, she knows all the words. She's a veteran now. She's been in it for nearly 2 days. Great. There's a rabbit. He's doing a collection. Ride Like the Wind, that's the name of this next entry. That's better, we're getting some long shots now. They're moving quite fast through North Petherton, so it's very difficult for our cameras to keep up. So we're trying to give you longer shots so that you can see the whole splendor. Then we'll go into the carts as we go along, as we just did. This is Ride Like the Wind, as I said. It's brought to you by the Yeovil Boys Brigade Carnival Club.
There's some girls on.
But they're liberal-minded these days.
Not exclusively sexist then?
No, not absolutely.
For sure.
They're all together with their choreography. A lot of rehearsal's gone into this.
Yeah, she knows the words of the song.
She saw the camera and started, gave a lovely smile. Oh, lovely. I love to see it. When they're all happy and enjoying themselves, it brings warmth. The warmth comes out from the cards. Our cameraman's got a thing about blondes.
Well, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
I thought you did.
This is the Cobra Carnival Club. They're from Wales, and they're searching for the rhythm, which is an ironic title, really, because
unfortunately, their speakers were nicked last night. They were stolen, and obviously that is a really, really nasty thing to happen to anybody. And our hearts go out to them, but they managed to get something together, and we can hear some music, so thank goodness for that. But they did have some speakers stolen last night.
Not the best wishes to Lisa Fenton and Dave Millard, two members of the club. They got married on the 26th of October, and they're on honeymoon in Jamaica. So they'll be back on the float for the Highbridge Carnival, which is the next carnival along. Just to float, this is another of the walking entries here. We can't identify the number. Number 61.
It's the Springfield Carnival Club from
Oh, so it is. Thank you, Brian.
And that's all right. And unfortunately, a little bit of hard times here, and obviously meant they've had to go to a walking entry instead of the usual float.
That the show goes on is the important thing.
Show goes on. They're doing the business. That's the main thing.
And they're all together with their choreography. Oh, look at that. Whoops. Another blonde. See, every blondie homes in on it. I'm not serious talk to this boy. Dragons Carnival Club from North Petherton, their entry, Bedlam in Bedrock, another variation on the Fred Flintstone theme. This is done just a little bit better. We expect it from the Dragons. They're going up and up. Last year, you may remember, they was They were those horrendous people, the Blobbies.
I sometimes spoke like that as well.
Blobbies on tour last year. This is much better. This is Bedlam in Bedrock. Oh, look at them. The pride of North Petherton, all there for everyone to see. It's going to take over the big Hollywood blockbuster film. There's a tremendous signpost there. It says, like, this is Bedrock, and there's a place called Bed Swords, Bed Socks, Bed Pan, and Bed Knobs. Good, I love comedy. And this guy loves comedy as well. He's the king of the clowns. Who is he?
That's James Bullock. Circus comes around, and around it certainly does.
Yes.
With that costume.
And James is from Ilminster.
Yep, he is.
So,
Nice clown face there.
yes, excellent. And the music we can hear is coming from behind him. Disney on Parade, presented to you by the Young at Heart Carnival Club. This is huge. Look at it. All the Disney characters. Great. Takes you back to the summer, Brian.
Does indeed, yes. I
Why,
was
what
there.
happened in the summer, Brian?
Well, I was there at Disneyland.
Whoa! Look at the sheer energy of these. All our favourite characters. I can see Mickey and
Pluto on the
Donald
front.
Duck.
Yep. Minnie.
Pluto.
Yep. And they're having fun.
Daisy
Let's
Duck.
wave those banners.
And the music, of course, is from Barnum.
Yes, indeed. Come follow the band.
It's a very, very imaginative entry now. This is excellent. It's another Aladdin thingy. But this is brought to you by Andrew and David Bullock. And it's called Without You, I'm Just Aladdin. Great. Very clever. Getting a lot of applause here. Very well appreciated. The Bloody Assizes, this is called. It's from the Pariah Carnival Club, and it's the aftermath of the most famous, or the last battle on English soil, the Battle of Sedgemoor, which is just outside of Bridgewater at Western Zoyland. And this is the trial and tribulations of the poor people who were Monmouth's army, caught, hung, drawn, quartered, deported by the very famous or infamous Judge Jeffreys at the Bloody Assizes in Taunton.
Yes, they lost, didn't they?
Unfortunately, yes. And Bridgewater and the surrounding district were known as the Rebel County from then on.
Pilloried we were, pilloried.
This must be Aladdin, number 54. Yet another. This is the Ghouls Carnival Club. And their interpretation, a little interpretation, but lots of energy from the Ghouls.
Yeah, this is a local club. This is a North Petherton club, and they're giving it everything they've got there. I don't think they got the music going, which is a bit unfortunate, but that doesn't matter. Oh yes, we can hear something.
A friend like me. The main feature is the genie, they say. But no, they're all main features, aren't they? Good costumes, good makeup.
Yeah.
Special mention from Mace Shop, Mrs. B's, Mr. Bandwich for the tractor. Borditch, sorry. So I'll do a commercial for the Mace Shop, Mrs. B's. Wilkes Carnival Club, we've come to expect great things from these. What are they going to do this year? Le Tunnel de Change.
Or even change.
Change.
Yes.
But it
yes.
means what the changes that will come from the tunnel. The tunnel in question, of course, is the Channel Tunnel. And this will be self-explanatory as we go along. But I'll help.
This is a little bit of entente cordiale
Yes.
here, I see.
Here we have the traditional English, the Chelsea pensioners.
Remarkably sprightly they are
Yes,
too. Look
they
at them.
are.
Oh, my goodness.
Fine body of men.
Chests out, lads. Wonderful.
And talking of fine bodies of men, there's a great guy, great character, Jeff Paisley. Right, let's go back to the main theme. So we get a big shot on this because here go the pensioners and they're going into the tunnel. And this is where the change takes place because the pensioners go in and voila, I believe that's the French word. Out
Voila.
come the onion sellers.
Oh, it's a magnifique. Yeah. Actually, at this point, can I just say hello or even bonjour to North Petherton's French guests, They've got 47 visitors here tonight from North Petherton's twin town of Cé and Setforge in Normandy. And they've come over especially to watch this carnival. Oh my goodness me! And there it is, the world's long distance can-can dancer. Off he goes, 26 miles.
She.
No, it can't be a she with those legs. I don't believe it.
The tattoos threw you a little, but there's a lot of women like that in France. We're looking at the Martian hop. And we'll identify it in just a moment. We're trying to pick it up from a long way away and get it through to do it justice now, because it really is moving very, very smoothly here at North Petherton this evening. It's a beautiful, beautiful night. Not a drop of rain around. Never rains on North Petherton, you know. The Martian Mania, doing the Martian hop, and this is from Marden's Carnival Club from Midsummer Norton. The music, of course, is the Martian hop by Rocky Sharp and the replays. And as the Martians are cute and cuddly little fellas like this, well, we don't mind if they do invade us.
Not at all. No, be most welcome. Give them a cup of tea. Set them down. They can watch Neighbours. I don't care.
They'd soon go back to Mars, wouldn't they?
Send them away. Special mention to Chairman Glyn Young for leading the club so well. John, Allen and Martin for the float building. Well done, lads.
Yes, great. Lovely cover there on the generator. We'll pick them up. If we see some good covers, we'll pick them up. Some great artists in this country. Elton John, the Martian version, look. The Laughing Cavalier Carnival Club from Taunton. This is a walk-in entry, and they are
horsing around
with great energy. They're going to lose some weight doing this for the next 3 or 4 weeks. Oh, there's a learner at a more sedate pace. I wish I could identify the music. I know it so well. In Dulce de Bilio by Mike Oldfield. There, it came back to my mind just as if someone had whispered in my ear. That's the learner there. Keep going. She's on the TV. Look, she just realised she's on TV, and woo, it's a different world, isn't it? Great, lovely.
He's a great big tall chap.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Casino Showtime from the YMCA Carnival Club from Bridgewater. And that's the entrant is the Casino Showtime. It's all the lovely guys and lovely girls who entertain you in these Paris nightclubs. Oh la la.
Oh la la. Special mention to Denise Weber and Lynn Lee, both 25 years service to YMCA. It's a long time. Well done.
Raquel, that girl there's called Raquel.
You know all their names,
I know
don't you?
mostly the girls' names. Funny enough,
Yeah. Why is that then?
I don't know.
I do.
Yes. I haven't stopped dancing yet, the music, and it stopped. Now they're starting up again. The choreography is going on now. It's good to see a club like this. YMCA has been in the carnival for a long, long time, and they keep going. They're not one of the winners, but they're one of the good entrants. Always a lot of fun. Great club to be with. I love the YMCA people. The Zodiac Carnival Club from Petherton in Devon, and a world of fantasy. And the fantasy world is like the little garden gnome fellas. I think just say this is what we call carnival colours, all the prime colours, the reds and the yellows, beautiful, striking colours.
Yeah, it's good.
There's a little house with a man and a woman. Flowers in the Rain. The first ever record played on Radio 1.
You are a mine of information.
Based on a fantasy of pixies, flowers and weather. And look at him, that's the way to do carnival. Oh, sleep on, sleep on. Good, we enjoyed that. Roll out the barrel. This is a presentation now from the Priorities Carnival Club, based in Taunton. And it's a good old East End stroll down the road.
Yeah,
Doing the old Lambeth walk, right?
knees up, darling. See, lovely. Yes. Because there's a long knees up there, isn't it? You've got to go a few miles down the
You
road.
certainly do.
I've got to take it easy then in that case.
What show is it? The Lambeth Walk is in.
Me and my girl.
Me and my girl. Me and my gal. That's it. Here's another walking. Here's another walking entry now. Run, rabbit, run. That was sung by a great old Cockney guy, wasn't it? Was it Bud Flanagan?
Flanagan
Yes.
and Allen.
Flanagan and Allen, yes. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run. Oh, well, there they are. All the little bunnies on the running there. They're the 4th Burnham Brownies, and they're based at Burnham, of course. Last year they did a cannibal cook-up. The Castle Kerry crackpots are going to rumble to the jungle now. And they're walking. Oh, this is a bunch of ladies, isn't it? Yes, the Castle Kerry crackpots. And they're
Love the
having a
tutus.
rumble in the jungle. Sorry, Brian.
That's all right. I was going to say, I love the tutus. Look at that. Isn't that lovely on the
Yes.
elephants there? Pink elephants. Lovely tutus.
You'll be seeing pink elephants later this year.
I hope so.
Later this evening. Nellie the elephant packed her trunk and went away. These are 6 or 8 girls. I know they come from Castle Kerry. They just love to stroll around to the carnivals. Let's go on to Amended Bell Carnival Club from Wells. And it's Spango, Ole Flamengo. A little taste of Spain here, complete with bullfighters, flamenco dancers, and the bulls. And this will feature some great costumes designed and made by Lynn Manville.
Yeah, this is really good because there's some good dancing in this too. They got a girl on the front there. She is really doing the old flamenco really well. Excellent.
All right, we've seen the girls. Some more, thank you. These cameramen.
Okay, we'll have to go to the bulls then.
Oh, that's a lot of bull there.
It is. It's Rex Bull's balls. Well, I got them.
Glad you said that right. Good entry, good dancing, good choreography.
Nice costumes. Oh.
Not the sort of music you normally associate with the Spanish flamenco dancers. But good, it worked. That worked. The Shamrockers are coming, and this is another bunch from Castle Kerry.
It's the Kerry
Kerry
comedians.
comedians.
Good gracious me, Bigara.
And it's O'Rafferty's Motor Car by Val Doonigan. Remember the song where O'Rafferty had a big race. They'd like to do a quick mention for Pat Reed, Lee Drury, Dave Newton, Lee Goff, Pam Pope and Sue Stockman, who are all essential members of the club. Wogan's Wallop, that's the name of the petrol they're using. And he's certainly got plenty of wallop, that guy Wogan.
I like the fact that not all the wheels are round, you see. That was good. I mean, they got triangular wheels. It's a good Irish
Look
one.
at them singing away, they know their words. They're great fun. They're great characters, all of these. I know them all very, very well.
25-hour recovery, you see. Number 73, that's David Graffin. He's, guess what? Aladdin. It's Prince Aladdin on his flying carpet.
He's, of course, related to the Kingstons. I think Mrs. or Mrs. Kingston, the old Kingston family, or grandma. This is Emma Kingston, little Emma. I knew her when she was just a little baby, and she's a flight of fantasy. And she's, of course, from Wincanton. So, This is definitely not the Renegades. This is the Vagabonds Carnival Club. Their entry this year, up and working and looking good. The Spooky Express. And this is huge.
Pretty amazing, this. Pretty amazing. Look at the smoke coming out of that. And the lights and the movement. It's all here.
It's a ghost train, of course. There we are. We're going back and taking a good look at this. These are the werewolves, Dracula, skulls, and all the horrible things you associate with them, things you don't want to know. We need a Ghostbuster here for these guys.
The werewolves, the skeletons, all there.
Look at these guys rocking on the skulls.
Yeah, tremendous. Wow.
Great.
Oh, that's terrific, isn't it? Just look at that.
He'll be out of his skull in a moment.
I hope not for his sake.
Good movement.
Tremendous.
Very, very good entry there from the Vagabonds Carnival Club. Nice generator drawings as well. And this is one of the collecting floats being kindly donated by B&G Recoveries, and this is a collection for the Curlin Foundation. And
I think they're actually doing the Beaujolais
That's
run.
right, the Beaujolais run who did do it. There's the driver there with his sticking his head out the window with his Beaujolais.
Yeah.
We're just missing him. We just missed the driver. Unfortunately, he wasn't in a position we could see. But they do this Beaujolais run every year to bring back the Nouveau Beaujolais Nouveau, which is this year's Beaujolais.
No.
Yes,
Is
the
it?
Triangle Carnival Club. Gypsies, tramps and thieves. They were all born in the wagon of a travelling show, you know. And there is the Gypsy Caravan all the way from Middlezoy. Here's another of the collecting floats coming around, collecting more and more money. Let's hope that they have a record year this year. There's certainly fast crowds here at North Petherton.
I mean, this is really worth a pound of anybody's money, let's be honest. So let's hope they collect thousands and thousands of pounds.
There's a lot of money going in, I'm very pleased to say. Right, looking up the road now, and this is the Glenn Miller Band coming down through. Or at least I think it's the Pegasus Carnival Club's interpretation of the magic of Miller. Brian?
Yes, it's very apt because there is an anniversary this year in December. Glenn Miller was lost 50 years ago on the 15th of December 1944. He was killed at the height of his fame, and the Glenn Miller Orchestra lives on, though forever, I should think.
Well, the sound will. I don't know if the orchestra will.
Well, there's various orchestras
the-
still going under the name of
Yes, the music playing now.
him.
American Patrol.
So many famous songs: String of Pearls, Little Bound
Or
Jar.
is that In the Mood?
In the mood, I think. Pennsylvania 65000, Tuxedo Junction, and of course, as you said, American Patrol.
Get Glenn Miller. Let's see if we can get a picture of the guy playing Glenn Miller up there, because he really is doing the business. Looks good. He looks good, doesn't he?
Got the glasses on, looks dead right.
Because my cameraman can't find him because he's not a blonde.
This is an original
There's Glenn
theme.
Miller. There he is, just disappearing there, conducting away.
Original theme, this too.
Yeah, good idea. Nice. Good. I like that. Pegasus Carnival Club, of course, from Wookiee. Right, on we go now with Hot Rock Carnival Club. Can't stop the music. That's, of course, the music. I was just trying to think who did it. The Village People. And they're dancing. Good dancing here. Good costumes. A tremendous applause here.
Oh, a lot of support.
They're from Gillingham. Where on earth is that?
Dorset,
I knew that.
just. Might have a special message to Sue Hatch. Kickball change, Marcy had her legs out. She never wears a skirt, says. I don't know what that means, but there you go.
Now there's always room for class in the carnival, and there's a very classy entry coming
Oh,
next.
so classy.
Here it is. Kiss me, honey, honey, kiss me. Ah, look at it. That's the little pink things on their heads, their noses, and then there's the lips and the big tongue. There you got it.
Yeah, and they're all blondes. Isn't that good?
Kiss me, honey, honey. Who made that record?
It was Peggy Thingy, Lee. No.
No.
Who was it? Alma Thingy, Kogan.
Alma Cogan. Could
Yes.
well be.
Yes.
Bless her.
Oh, this is really good.
That's the Newmarket Carnival Club from Bridgewater. Last year's entry was Flesh Gordon, you may remember. The club captain, Dave Hill. Lots of fun. Good. Another of the walking entries here, number 47.
This is Leanna Hearn. It's called Tequila Sunrise.
Great drink.
Bit of a cocktail there.
I love this entry as well. This is from the Marina Sydenham Juveniles, and it's the apprenticeship, as in apprentice pirates ship. And there they are, the young pirates.
I think this is absolutely fabulous.
Yes, so do I.
Beautifully constructed car. Youngsters really getting to grips with this.
Look at the choreography. Look at it all
Yeah.
together. Beautiful. And it takes a lot of discipline. All you want to do is stand there and wave at the crowds or acknowledge the cheers. But no, they're doing it. They're doing it correctly. Great. Great entry. And it's already won one of the previous carnivals. And this is what I like. Look at the artwork on the generator.
That's just amazing.
I put that on my wall.
I mean, along with that girl from Boots that you brought in 1960.
The Pratton's Carnival Club from Midsummer Norton. Their entry this year is Siam. The music is Nin Alu by Ofra Haza. That's their interpretation of Siam, based on one night in Bangkok.
Well, not like some of the nights I've heard of in Bangkok, but still.
The old King and I all over again, isn't it?
Ah, wonderful.
I love the little boats going up and down. Siamese dances and the traditional hi-hats.
Lots of chasing lights.
Yes, there we go. A lot of credit there to Mark Coles and Mark Pierce for the lighting. Good entry this. It's huge. Really is big.
A lot of work gone into those costumes too.
This is the Domino Carnival Club of Chard, and their entry this year, the Rings of Laughter. It's everything you expect from a circus. Clowns, unicycles, seals, circus master, there he is. Lovely girls, mostly blondes.
Good. And the music, of course, I'm so excited.
Yes. I knew he'd find that girl. I knew you. Hey, look, he's just drawn to it. But I hope you're excited. I hope you're enjoying this carnival. There you go. There's the smell of the sawdust and the smell of the crowd, the roar of the sawdust.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an ambulance going past, which is just unfortunate, but we're carrying on. Great gown, great costume. I love that. It cannot be comfortable sitting on those cycles going up and down. The clown copper hanging on his pedestal. Great models. Good entry from the Domino Carnival Club. My good friends from Petherton coming next. If we turn around and see them, it's the Pilgrims Carnival Club, and they're bally awful, but they are bally good. They're a great crowd. I know them all. We're going to do the Christmas draw, Brian and I, don't we?
Yes, we are. Yes, we're going to do the Christmas draw, and maybe she'll ask them what all sorts of things they can do with the tutu when we're there, because they're doing most of it now, I think.
I'll ask if they do a little dance. Oh, the wild enthusiasm of it all.
Oh, the hairy chest lovelies.
Born to dance, aren't they? Born to dance.
Yes.
You know, they may not be in Petherton for the Christmas draw. They may be somewhere like the Bolshoi Ballet, or
could be
on
be,
tour.
yes,
They
on
may do a
tour,
world
yes.
tour.
Yeah.
The music, of course, the Dance of the Little Swans by Tchaikovsky. To be quite honest, there wasn't one little swan amongst them, was there?
No, the models were nice though. The swans, I mean.
The Cavaliers Carnival Club now, and their entry this year is Weather the Weather. And it's very clever. There's the wind blowing away. Oh, thank goodness there's no wind this evening. And you'll see all the elements there, the big rainbow. And the girls bringing the sunshine to us. Cavaliers Carnival Club from Bridgewater. Yes, it's owing to the fact that 2/3 of the club are women. They would like to thank all the people who work so hard behind the scenes to make their entry possible. And they're all so very proud to be Cavaliers. This is one of the oldest clubs in the carnival procession. They're 56 years old. Good, great entry there. The music, by the way, was Blow the House Down by Living in a Box. The 5 Cs Carnival Club from West Chinook, and they're reaching for the stars. With their entry, Reach for the Stars. And very unusual coloured costumes here. I like this colour choice. It took a lot of courage to pick this sort of jade, emerald green, but it works. It works really well. The red and the green and the yellow.
Yeah, green and gold. Very
green
good.
and gold.
Yeah,
Works
why
very
not?
well. I mean, it could be the Norwich football team coming down the road.
Could be, but it's not. So rotating stars, moons, planets and rockets, and the stairways leading to them. And I think particularly on this car...
There we are, that's a good shot.
Yeah, that's great. And you see actually the generator, the way that it leads back to the generator, the shooting stars at the back there. Terrific.
Oh, good. Congratulations there. In order for the model maker Colin Johnson. Excellent. Good idea there.
Yeah, very good indeed. Well done. Good make-up too. There's your generator. It looks really good.
Oh, I was totally into it then, Brian. I was looking at it and I was really enjoying this. I love it. I really do. Like you say, the originality there with the generator
That's
cover.
excellent.
Look.
Yeah, it really is.
As we say, that's the 5 Cs Carnival Club from West Chinook. Anyway, we're going on now. Well, this is the Pop-Inn of Tatworth. And when I'm cleaning windows, this is based on the George Formby song. And we can see what the old window cleaner sees when he looks through the window.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they're allowed to put any of this on because, I mean, what you see through windows is, wow.
Yes, you see beautiful girls with beards shaving their legs.
Blondes, of course. Yes. Oh, the wonderful lady.
That's what he's seeing through the window. There we are, the lady in the bath. There's a girl at the dressing table there. There's the leg shaver. That's the beautiful lady doing her hair in the boudoir. And this one at the end has spotted the a young married couple. Well, he's going to see a lot tonight, isn't he?
It certainly is. And she's got her teddy, so that's all right.
I don't know what he's got in his hand, but it's not a teddy. When I'm cleaning windows. Sawdust and Spangles. This is from the Sid Vale Carnival Club.
It's a very neat entry, this, I must say.
All the way from Sidmouth, which is a long way to come, isn't it? Yes, everything there. Ringmasters, trapeze artists, an Eastern lady on an elephant, 4 clowns, 2 firemen.
Apparently, these unicyclists suffer from very tender bottoms.
Oh dear.
Well, part of the penalty you have to pay.
An occupational hazard, isn't it? Join the circus. Everybody's dream once upon a time, wasn't it? Run away, join the circus. There you go. You could be riding an elephant or be with a lovely girl on a horse. The ringmaster's happy. The band are rocking, and there's a girl going to be fired from a cannon any moment now. There she is. Captain Zero. Zero waving. There. Zero. Looked like the right caliber to me. But you're fired nonetheless.
Tremendous stuff. Well done, Sid Vale.
Yes, excellent.
Come a long way to be here tonight.
Thank you very much for making the effort. What's the music?
Join the circus from Barnum.
I knew that. Closely following the circus, we see the Mad Hatter's Carnival Club from Wookiee Hole, and it's mayhem in Metropolis. Metropolis, of course, is the home of Superman. But they seem to be a little overrun with Superman. There's the Cape Crusader flying over the skyscrapers in a bound. He's got more in his hands for to sort this lot out.
It's just an excuse to hit each other, isn't it?
Yes,
really?
it is.
Let's be honest. Bang, there we go.
Take more than Superman to sort that lot out, won't it? Good fun.
Yeah, they're having a great time.
Holding out for a hero, the music. Here we go. This is the Stancil's Carnival Club from Taunton. Unfortunately, they've got a little problem with their power generator this year. But they're carrying on anyway. And they're what is the entrance? 1 hump or 2?
1 hump or 2, yeah. It doesn't matter. They keep going. That's the main thing. That's the spirit of Carnival.
And it's got a delightful camel there. Oh, huge cheer. Some of the lights have come on. Big smile on all their faces there. Yes, great, the lights. That's the beautiful Queen Cleopatra. She looked better in the dark. That was Dave Atwater. No, Eric Ware, sorry. That must be Dave Atwater who keeps falling off the cart. They're going to try and bang the rest of the power up now. Good luck to them. Thank you, Stancil, for carrying on. There's more lights. You can hear a big cheer. But more lights have come on there. The lights are all coming on. Quick, see if we can turn the lights. Turn the cameras and look,
yes,
the
lights. Someone's found a 50-pence piece and put it in there, yes. And they're off now.
There's a huge cheer from everyone, and they're going out again. They've gone out, but they had their day in the sun, didn't they? It'll soon be Christmas. The Crusaders Club are in that Christmas spirit already. It's Christmas according to them. This is the Crusaders Club, of course, from Bridgewater. And there he is, the grand fella, Mr. Father Christmas. Let's have a good long look at this. So they're rocking away. Mr. Gary Glitter, the king of Christmas, isn't he?
On a more somber note, they wish to dedicate this year's entry to the memory of Jack Jordan, who sadly died this year. And he joined the Hope Carnival Club, as it was previously called, in 1948 and was their president and treasurer for over 20 years.
Yes, I'm sure Jack would be very, very pleased with this entry. Very big, very colourful. And there's Jane on the generator. And that's the generator cover, which is huge. Number 66. Make sure we get these in. These are
Crusaders, young generation.
yes, and we missed them in previous carnival, and they're clowning around.
And they are too.
Yes, that's a set of twins there. That's the Hope Dodden twins. Cheryl's kids, they had it. We got all the kids in now. We've certainly got them. Picked them all up this time. Lots of little clowns. Rio Brasilia. We're going back now to the bigger floats. And they don't come much bigger than this one, do they? Look. Must have a hinge in the middle to get round the corner. It's the Harlequins, of course. The Harlequins Carnival Club of Ilminster. Their entry this year. Rio Brasilia.
Music Seize the Day by FKW. And of course it's a Rio style carnival. This is a great entry from the Harlequins. Plenty of colour, plenty of life, beautiful birds, peacocks.
That's the birds you were referring to, is it?
Yeah.
All rotating with their huge tails. Very clever. Great feat of engineering.
Rio carnivals may be good, but this is better.
Rio Brasilia, turn around. What's behind us? It's the Britannia Carnival Club. They're from Castle and they're lost in music. Let me do a bigger shot. That's it. I knew we'd come back. There we are. This is what it's all about.
Got two whopping great trombones, as they put it, in the middle there.
Yes, I see what you mean.
Clarinet-shaped roofs. Tambourine over the tractor, and there they are, all lost in music. The keys going up and down on the piano.
I'm still looking at those trombones.
You and your trombones.
There's the
keys.
piano keys. Oh, that's clever.
Yeah,
How they do that?
I don't know. You mean you don't know? I'd like to give a special mention to Jig and thank him for keeping going.
Now we've got to say this entry here because this is the Hucky Duck, I believe, and some idiot set fire to their original float, their original cart. It was destroyed by just sheer vandalism, and they've had about a month to prepare a new one, and this is what they've done. The entire village, everyone involved, came along, helped out, gave generously and rebuilt, and they're on the road. There's a great credit to everyone that they could come along and come out this year, and their entry is the Mystic East.
It's not only a great credit to the people of Carnival, but for the people of Colford as well. Congratulations to you all. Wonderful effort.
Yes. They'd like to thank all the people that did help them, but they are too numerous to mention. But that's the spirit of Carnival, that people did turn up and help, and good to see you, Hucky Duck, and we hope to see you again next year.
You might burn the cart, but you can't burn the spirit, can you?
That's
That's the thing. Well done.
There you are. I would like to say a thank you to the village of Colford Carnival Club, many companies, Carnival clubs, committees for helping us back on the road after a disastrous fire. Burnt but not beat. Good. The Galactic Prisoner now. This is from the Western Zoyland Carnival Club, based at the Sedgemoor Inn at Western Zoyland. And it's a space fantasy. Prisoners and guards. See the prisoners in their cages going up and down, and the guards in their fearsome black Darth Vader-like costumes.
It's very light and bright. There's a costume to be proud of. Music time frequency. It's such a fantasy. It's great the Western Zoyland can put on a cart of this standard. Good for them. Will's Carnival Club, Toys and Dolls. This is one of the biggies tonight, and this is a tableau, but this is a tableau and a half. Absolutely superb. Costumes, the build, the invention of it all is absolutely tremendous. Just feast your eyes on this. Very good makeup, and they'd like to take a special mention for the girls who did that. Tanya, Jackie, Sarah, Dee and Janet. Superb. Well done, Wills. Nice doll's house forming the generator. Next up, this is the Limecombe Carnival Club from Bridgewater with their entry, Light Years.
Yeah, this is a futuristic fantasy, not a space fantasy. This is how they see the future of Earth and mankind. Now the music starts, now the choreography starts. Probably done by Emma Davis, who has over the last few years been their choreographer.
Lots of chasing lights on this one. Chasers are something that's come in over the last few years, and you can see them actually going around what's supposed to be the wheels to give the effect of movement. Works very well.
Now we have a space entry coming in behind. This is the Masqueraders Carnival Club on Alienation. And look at this. This is just the impression of size. This is really Space Invaders. Whoa, she can invade my space anytime. Wow, this is huge.
It looks absolutely enormous. Very different too, with black underneath. Instead of being white
Yes.
or coloured, it's black.
A little bit of the old Flash Gordons amongst this, isn't it?
Yeah. But superb choreography.
And as you know, they always stop the music and they, there we go. Now,
and it's a show, isn't it? It's a complete show in
Yes.
itself.
The cannons on the top. Great makeup. Look. The smoke is. Just don't worry, Brian. It's not the fog coming back.
Oh, thank goodness for that. No water, is there?
No.
That's all right then.
Good, clever. See, you don't need to wave your hands and clap them.
Look at that for a headdress.
Are we looking at a winner this evening?
Well, it's going to be difficult, isn't it? But you might be right.
This is the underside of the cart we were talking about. Very striking, eh? Very, very clever. I'd like to know the designer. Let me see. Dave Churches, John Thompson, Gary Newman, Mark Hawkins.
And especially mixed music as well.
The Globe Carnival cart we're coming on to now, and they're all at sea. They're not really, that's just the name of their theme this year. The Globe Carnival Club from Wales.
And there's certain things on a cart that do strike you, and I was just going to say that one thing on this one is the headdresses. Somebody's really gone to town on these headdresses. They look terrific.
I could have him with a plate of chips right now. There we go, good dancing, good choreography. They're all at sea. The music, Get Away by Max.
There's no mistaking who this is, of course. It's the Globe
The Glebe.
Carnival Club.
Oh no, Globe. Ocean Showtime. That's the name of this next one. Another sea. Very nautical this year, aren't we?
We are. We're Eastern and nautical,
Yes,
aren't we?
we are. But the underwater Aladdin next. That'll just about cop it all, wouldn't it? Who's this?
And this is Merlin's. Based in Glastonbury. Barton St David near Glastonbury.
It's Showtime on a shipwreck.
Nice smile.
Yes, nice makeup. Now, this is their second year in the carnival. I remember last year they did the Starburst. That was their first year, of course. Good idea. Keep going. And a special mention to Sherilyn Capel.
She's 41 today.
The Minster Carnival Club from Axminster, and their entry this year is Faces.
It's an unusual theme.
Yes.
Never seen this before. Probably based on the music, which is called Faces by 2 Unlimited.
Yes. That's a nice little shot there.
Lots of groups of revolving faces.
And they're happy and sad. That's sad. That's happy. That's a little idea built up around a simple idea, isn't it?
Yeah. I suspect they started with a song and went from there.
They did. Yeah, good entry there from the Minster Carnival Club. We're going back now, and this is the Centurions Carnival Club, and they're the planets based on the music of Gustav Holst and the Planet Suite. And we can see all the characters from the planet. That's Mars, the bringer of war. There, just been behind is Jupiter. There's Jupiter, bringer of joy. We've got Venus in amongst there somewhere. That is actually
That's
Neptune.
I'd say, yeah.
Mercury, the winged messenger. That's Venus, the bringer of peace. We're going to give these as much time as we can. Is getting a standing ovation down the road is huge. This is the magnificent Griffins Carnival Club from Bridgewater. They're based in the Bridgewater Squib in Bridgewater, and their entry this year, Stormtroopers 2020.
This is absolutely awesome, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and it's totally working tonight. Everything is working. They're in with a great challenge. Are they going to win? Look at that.
Wow. That is incredible.
Yes, look at the orders. Look at the applause. Watch the music. Watch the movement, I mean. Then the music starts. Yes, I love it. I'm a Griffin through and through.
Shades of War of the Worlds here and that kind of thing. It's superbly done.
And it's all working tonight, so they're in with a great big shout tonight.
Costumes can't be bettered, of course.
And the model makers. Special mention to Bill and Rick Richards, the model makers.
You'll never find a better generator than that.
They're
Now
going
look at
away
that.
from me.
It
Look at the
goes-
spinning wheels at the back. There's light bulbs on
It
there.
looks just as good going away as it does.
Excellent,
from the front.
excellent entry. That may be the champions. We don't know. Oh, back to here. This is Just George's Carnival Club.
It's Fantail Fantasy.
It is Sturminster Newton. A Fantail Fantasy. We nearly missed them. Please forgive us. That's it. We're catching up with them now. We were so involved with the Griffins there. Good. They look like juveniles, don't they?
Yep.
Little butterfly fantasy. Midnight in the Playroom. That's the entry this year from the White Hart Carnival Club from Midsummer Norton. It's a tableau entry. And it's a huge toys and all the pixies and children's toys. Midnight in the Playroom. It's when the toys come out to play, isn't it? This is the first time we've seen this one, and it is actually the kids' toys playing with the toys. And it goes on around the back as well. That's it on the back, the little kids' train set. From the St. Peter's Carnival Club of Yeovil, and their entry this year, the Emperors of the Orient. And this depicts all the emperors and style of dress through the ages, and the main features are 3 pagodas with Japanese roofs. Yes, very good.
Very nice, very clean, nice makeup, great
nice
costumes.
Girls. Simple but beautifully built.
Very effective.
What do we do with the drunken sailor? That's the question that's posed to us by the Topsy Turvy Carnival Club from Dowlish Wake, is it?
It's Dowlish Wake, yeah.
Last year they were the fantastic Jive Bunnies. This year they're just as enthusiastic, but a little more drunk. The great traditional song brought to life there by the Topsy Turvy Carnival Club. Oh, there's the captain's daughter, is it? Early in the morning. Last year's county champions are on your screen now. It's the Gremlins Carnival Club. And they are Redskins, and they are huge. They've already won one carnival. Look at that warp. You can actually feel the heat of the lamps. There's so many lamps on board there.
I think it's actually about 15,000 they've got on there, Malcolm.
We'll follow them up the road because it was too big to see. The 50 moving working parts, an engineering miracle, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Looks just as good from the back as it did from the front. And a special feature on there is young Daniel. Brian's son's Daniel's on there. His first ever carnival.
Yeah, he's having the time of his life too. It's Aladdin.
It's Aladdin, and the interpretation this time is from the Bohemian Carnival Club in Bridgewater. You may remember last year they brought us the Flamingo Fantasy, and there were some doubts whether they could carry on because of lack of membership, lack of funds. Fortunately, the fortunes have turned up for the Bohemians, and here they are, back on the road, looking good.
And we're very pleased to see them as well, of course.
All the characters from Aladdin. Or from the Disney version of Aladdin.
Yes, there's Jafar, the evil Jafar at the back there. And a blonde.
And, well, there's always a blonde.
Yeah.
There's Aladdin with his magic lamp, which he's just given a good rub. Good. Could be carved out of wax, couldn't they? It's good. Not easy to stand still. But I must say, it is a beautiful evening.
No, there's no rain, and it's really quite mild. A really good carnival atmosphere here as well. Tremendous.
The Wick Carnival Club we're looking at now, and it's a parrot fantasy. Let's all do it like the birdies do.
It's good old Wick, and
yeah, there's a parrot. He's on higher perches.
oh dear.
Oh, I hate this music. Having a ball. It's good. They were blobbies last year, weren't they?
They were.
I'm glad they're not this
I must
year.
say, their eyes look like yours when you've had a bottle of Cointreau there. They're always coming out. Look at that.
Oh, I'll be singing that all day tomorrow now. The one in the back, he looks six a parrot, doesn't he? We're about to be taken on a flight of fantasy now. This is from the King William Carnival Club of Glastonbury, and they've known throughout the years for their great entries, and this is keeping up the fine tradition.
Attention to detail has always been one of their great things. And here we've got it in a plenty. If you look at the faces, the fact that the people are contained within the body of the butterflies, the headdresses, the feathered headdresses, there is one, terrific, and the makeup to go with it. It all makes for a sensational entry. Butterflies and more butterflies. Well done for King Billy.
And well done to the oldest club member there. We saw him, Alfie Foraker, 63-year-old. He's a founder member. Guy, this car's not all it's cracked up to be. it's Humpty Dumpty from the Jesters.
Sorry, that was a bit of a joke then, wasn't it?
Quasimodo, he's got the ump tonight. I don't quite know how Quasimodo works in with Humpty Dumpty, but...
Does it matter?
No, not at all. Why should it matter? PBT dump. Must mean something. But there's Humpty Dumpty, and there's all the King's men and all the King's horses, and they will put them together again.
Yeah, and it's Humpty's Wall. It's all happening on Humpty's Wall.
There's a great road sign there. I wonder if we could pick that up. Let's see if we can pick the road sign up. I don't know where he might have gone past before I asked, but it was a good, like a...
And the cafe, the Eggs Are Us cafe. Terrific. The Egg on Humpty Award. Love it.
We're back now. We're back to the real world, the world of the Marketeers Carnival Club. They are spellbound. A fantasy idea. Like based on the Dungeon and Dragon thing.
And there's a lot of to be spellbound about with this entry too.
And it's all working, it's looking good.
Yep. There's thousands of light bulbs on this too.
Yes, you can feel the warmth of it. It's good to see it all up and running. And that's from an original idea by the model maker was Roger Murphy.
It's designed by Gary Chidgey, Alan Nelson and Rob Williams.
That's right. Good, special mention to them. Spellbound from the Marketeers. And we're going on now to the Shambles Carnival Club. Their tableau presentation is in signs. That's all the signs you see outside the pubs, of course. We're talking. That's the sign there was the lady on the horse is the Rebels Retreat. This is the Victoria Inn. Real ales, it says. The Traveller's Rest is there. The Miner's Arms.
Miner's Arms. The Royal's Retreat. Or should it be called Kiss and Tell now? Something like that.
And the Volunteer Arms.
Good old Volunteer.
Good, clever idea. On now to the Gorgons Carnival Club from Wells and their presentation of the Ice Spirit. Startling, it's all in whites and a little flash of blue and purple. Really works well, doesn't it?
Yeah, they really brought the temperature down. You can really feel it feel much colder when they come past here. It's an original idea. Got some superb makeup. Costumes looking good. Music, the theme from The Mission by Ennio Morricone. Most unusual, but
yes,
it works a treat.
a direct contrast to anything we've seen this evening with a colour combination like that. The Phantoms Carnival Club from Aladdin, and their presentation this year is called from Aladdin. They're from Glastonbury.
I was going to say, their
called
presentation
Aladdin.
called Glastonbury, isn't it?
I'll start again.
Yes.
The Phantoms Carnival Club from Glastonbury, and their presentation this year is Aladdin.
There's a few more magic carpets, why not?
Yes, it's their interpretation, a variation on a theme.
It's the evil Jafar at the back there.
The Ramblers Carnival Club, and their entry this year. Their huge entry this year. Rhythm of the Sun, it's called. We were just standing back and looking at it. This is the first time we've actually seen it.
Typical Ramblers all-action show.
Yes.
Lots going on. Tremendous choreography.
Choreography by...
Oh, Julia MacDonald, of course.
The carnival before this, the Bridgewater Carnival, was a disaster for the Ramblers. The float caught fire, and it was a tragedy for them. And they put it all back together, and they're going well now. So we're going to stay on them for as long as we possibly can as they disappear up the roads here in North Petherton, because it is a tribute to their mechanics and engineers, electricians, that they put it back together and got it working. Yankee Doodle Disney, this is the next entry. This is from British Flag Carnival Club, just coming around the corner, so we're going to stay on him for a long, long time. There's the king of it all, Mr. Mickey Mouse. What an empire he created. Now we can see why there was a slight gap there. If you see at the front, they're being pulled along by a recovery vehicle. If we go along a little bit, we can see that. I don't know if our camera will pick it up. There we are. They've had to be recovered. They've lost their tractor power, so they put the rescue vehicle on. That's what he's there for. Now they're catching up. Yankee Doodle Disney from the wonderful British Flag Carnival Club.
Yeah, terrific. It's all action, all moving. Great costumes, all life and movement. Great
Choreography
stuff.
by Pat Wood.
Yep, indeed. She's doing a fabulous job. The world of Disney brought to life here in Somerset.
It's all right, it's all right, it's all right. They haven't stopped dancing yet. They don't intend to stop dancing. Right there to go as they disappear down the road of North Petherton. We'd like to say that it was a fantastic carnival. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you picked out the winners. The winners will be on the credits at the end. From me, Malcolm Jones, I'd just like to say good night.
And from me, Brian Epps, I'd like to say good night also, and we really hope you've enjoyed yourself. Good night.
Good night, everyone.